Hey, AOP fans, I just finished up recording a podcast, and what I'm going to do is show you right now all the steps, everything that it takes to really put out a great show as far as post-production is concerned. Because let me tell you, it's not that hard to do it the way I do. Now, I use the Apogee Ensemble for this setup. Here's my audio. This is brought into Logic, and you can see I record my music and everything live. I use, let me bring up the program. Program I use is, let me find it here, Soundbite. I've got everything that I need for this show in queue right here, okay? And basically I've got my tracks here. So you can hear, this is the beginning of the show.
Got a face for radio.
I do have a face for radio. All right, so that's that. And you can see I've just got 2 tracks. And basically at the end of the show, I mentioned I was going to bring in an artist that I didn't have queued up in my soundbite. So what I did was I went into GarageBand. I found the song. I drug it onto my desktop right here. And now all I'm going to do is add that track. And we'll bring this in right up here. You're going to see that's going to convert this. Now I record at this is a standard WAV file. It's not compressed. I don't record into an MP3 format. I bring everything in as a WAV file because I want my audio quality to be as high as possible, and then I bounce it down into an MP3 128 bit file. So all I have to do now, and this is all the show prep that you're seeing right now, I'll bring this in. I'm going to give this a quick listen to make sure I've got it so go out and crush it. Thanks for tuning. So right here is where I want to bring in the background music. I'm just going to click on the fade option right here, fade tool. And I'm going to click right here. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to fade this out a little bit. Okay, probably to about right there, just so this input as far as maximum volume matches up to where the show tapers off. Let me give that a quick listen. Tune into the AOP. We'll see you next week. Take care. So that sounds pretty good. So now I've got the audio for the end of the show set up. Now I'm going to go to the front and just see, as you notice here, I got a little bit of audio. Oops. Let me undo that. Go back. Pointer tool. Select all, and what I basically need to do now is just trim off the audio so I get a nice flush finish, and I can zoom up on that, bring this into about right there, okay, and then all I have to do is drag this all over to go. I can cut out this audio in here if I need to, not really a big deal for the most part, but as you'll see, this is the show. Let me drag this back a little bit. So that's basically my entire show, soup to nuts. And all I'm going to do now is I've got the template here for the show that I initially imported. Let me show you how that works. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up a new show, and this is how I started off. If I was going to make a new recording, I've got all these templates in here, and depending on which show I'm doing, if I do my military talk radio, I just bring in this template. And you can see based on the guests and who's in this show, everything is loaded up. Here's my mixer board. Here's the guests. I could bring in the music, Skype, Telos. It's all right there. So no more difficulty than making up my mind which show I want to record, bring in the template. And then the last thing I'll do to customize, this is the template for this show, is I'll bring in my specific channel settings. And that looks like this. That'll bring in everything there. I also have an output setting that I like. Click on this. My output master. And that's it. Now all the audio with the gates and everything are set up to my channel. And then I just hit Command B. I'll bounce this out to my desktop. And I typically will do 128 kilobits right there. And I just click bounce, and that'll bounce out the track to my desktop. That's the entire post-production process So once the show's recording to the final edit to where I'm ready to produce the show, as you can see, takes a minute or two, not very long. So if you would like to learn more about how we do this, consider becoming a member to the show. And thanks for tuning in. Take care.